Hi guys, welcome back to Genetics Creations. Today's video, I'm gonna take a slightly different approach. I have a lot of you everyone always asks me, what kind of yarn do you recommend? What's your favorite ones and stuff like that? Well, there's no easy way to answer that. Yarn comes in a variety of shapes, sizes, colors, textures, and they all have different uses. So I think just as I keep releasing videos, I'll keep going over some of the yarns I tend to keep going back to. And I'll show you guys different ones and why, and I'll even post some ideas on how you can save as you're out there shopping, because this stuff can get expensive. This is a hobby that can definitely break the bank if you're not careful. Now, the one that I've been coming back to for just a plethora of projects has been by Lion Brand. It's the Comfy Cotton Blend. I'm going to show you a few different colors that I personally have a ton of waiting for projects right now. We have this, it's got like a nice cream colored with some peachy tones and some brown finishes. This is the Chai Latte. This one's super pretty. It's got a variety of blues, looks really good when you make accessories and you do it with jeans and things like that. Ocean Breeze is the bluer one. Got more of your black, gray, and brown tones in this one. I hope that's focusing accurately. And this one's gonna be your Cool Night. I haven't used this one in a project yet, but I'm super excited about it. I have used the other three, and that one was the purple one. This one's gotten a lot of great reviews when I turn this into stuff. And this is actually the Blueberry Muffin, but in my opinion, it has much more purple tones than blue, but there are some hidden little pieces of blue in there. So great coloring. Here's what it looks like in projects. For the Chai Latte, you're gonna see a really good color flow, just like speckles of color. It's got a really good look to it. The weight is the other part that I like. There's something about the weight of all the items I make with this fabric that just has like that luxury feel, in my opinion. The texture is not overly soft and plush, but it also is not scratchy at all. So it's got a really, really cool feel to all the projects that I make with it. There is one that I don't have a skein of because I've unfortunately used it all, but it is this color right here, and it's got more of your orange, blue, and some purple tones in there. It looks great. I used it in an open weave project, and I love the way the colors blend together so you can see, and it's got a good bounce to it, so real good vibe on that one. And it also looks very good. This was done with a feather stitch for a headband. So you can see the different colors and how it changes very nicely. Now, and here's the blue also. So you guys can see how it looks in projects and how all the colors blend and vary throughout. So when you get your yarn and you're sitting there trying to decide what to make with it, first off, break the rules. I encourage breaking the rules. I've had some great baby yarns end up being some of my favorite accessory yarns for adults. I've even used them in ways that I never thought they would look, and all of a sudden you end up with a different project. So get to know how to get an eye for yarn. That will only happen the more you try yarns that maybe you didn't think you would use, and try it in a way that you didn't think you would use it. And then you start really kind of finding out like, oh, those yarns can do this and these yarns can do that. Good gauge to look at is on the back of all yarn skeins, you'll see information. Obviously, you want to find out your yardage, but your weight is important. So this one tends to be a 3. I feel like it's a little bit of a heavy 3. Most yarns are that 4. So, and it's every yarn has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. But the most yarns, like your basic super saver yarns or your pound yarns, are going to be your 4 weight. Most patterns work with a 4, but I find that 4 and 3 can be pretty interchangeable. If you go too much into some 3s on patterns you're not comfortable with, you might end up with a lighter project than desired. So if you are someone who likes your scarves to have more weight and bounce to them, you might lose some of that because it's going to be lighter and airier. However, it also gives you a total different vibe, and sometimes even doubling up these and working 2 strands of yarn at the same time can drastically change how one yarn performs. So always look to see kind of what your weight is and measure that to your pattern. This one, like I said, is a 3. In my opinion, it works really well on level 4 patterns because it tends to be a heavier 3. What I also like is if you start looking, it'll give you the recommended hook size or needle size for those of you who are knitters. So since we're in crochet land over here, this one would recommend, as you can see, if I can read it right, because it is very small, a 6mm hook. So then I can either A, break the rules because I'm one of those, full disclosure, I tend to use whatever hook I just feel comfortable with. But theoretically, if you're teaching good habits, which this is all about, then I would come to my hooks. Yes, these are mine. I just got these today. They are the Susan Bate ones. I will put the hook or the link again down below for you guys. It's the same one I bought just because I've been hooked on these since I was a kid. But then I would look, and this one has 6mm on it, and I would know that for this yarn, this is the recommended hook size to use to get the proper tension on all of my projects. So I hope that helps kind of guide you as you guys get out there and want to try new things. I will try to cover more brands of yarn. I'm gonna include a few links below on the best deals. So there's two ways to go about it. If you're someone who buys yarn for the specific project that you're working on, find the amount of yarn you need, the number of yards, and you buy the amount that you need. Unfortunately, it's not the most cost-efficient way when buying yarn. It's better to almost know what a lot of patterns run. So for example, I know that if I get 450 yards to 500 yards, I can usually make something like this, and so on and so on. Sweaters are usually more about 1,500 yards. Blankets can be anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 yards, just kind of depends on your pattern and what size of the project it is. But when you start figuring that out and remembering it, you can stock up when the prices are low. So Lion Brand itself, full disclosure, I'll put an affiliate link below. It'll give you $5 off your purchase. But what I love about them is they have a really good rewards program. So for every dollar you spend, you earn more credits with their site. I've been able to use that with some clearances and some other promotions that they email me. And I've been able to save a lot, even in comparison to going to stores and shopping the clearance racks and everything like that. In fact, I was able to stock up on a lot of these when they hit a clearance just recently. So I'll go ahead and throw those links down below. I'll also find the best bang for your buck at a few other sites and throw that down below if you are someone who is not like me and just happens to stock up whenever the price is low, but maybe you're somebody who shops for a specific project. I'll try to find the best bang for your buck yardage wise and get that on a link for you. If there's a yarn you guys want me to review or something else you want me to try, I'm more than happy to do that and share that feedback with you guys. I know this can get really overwhelming, but it shouldn't be. It should be a lot of fun, and it really can, especially when you see things come together in all these really cool colors and designs that you never thought. So please hit me up with your comments and your requests. If you like this video, thought it was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Subscribe and stay tuned because I have more tutorials, more reviews, and more ways that we can all keep stitching. I'll see you soon.